Sin again. Lord, forgive me. Lord, forgive me. Things I don't understand. Sometimes I need to be alone. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. I can feel your energy from 2 planets away. I got my drink, I got my music, I'ma share it, but today I'm yelling, bitch, don't kill my vibe. 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 Look inside of my soul, to find gold and maybe get rich. Look inside of your soul and you can find out it never exists. I can feel the changes. I can feel a new life. I always knew life can be dangerous. I can say that I like a challenge and you tell me it's painless. You don't know what pain is. How can I paint this picture when the club line is hanging with you? Fell on my face and I woke with a scar. Another mistake living deep in my heart. Buried on top of my sleeve in a flick. I can admit that it did look like yours. Why you resent every making of this? Tell me your purpose is petty again. But even a small lighter can burn a bridge. Even a small lighter can burn a bridge. I can feel the changes. I can feel the new people around me. Just wanna be famous. You can see that my city finally put me on stages. To me that's amazing. That's a quick check. With all this respect, let me say this. I am a sinner who's probably gonna sin again. Lord, forgive me. Lord, forgive me. Things I don't understand. Sometimes I need to be alone. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Feel your energy from 2 planets away. I got my drink, I got my music, I will share it, but today I'm yelling, bitch, don't kill my vibe. 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 Try to keep it alive and not compromise the feeling we love. You're trying to keep it deprived and only co-sign what radio does. And I'm looking right past you. We live in a world on 2 different axles. You live in a world, you're living behind the mirror. I know what you're scared of. Feeling I feel emotions inferior. Shit is vital, I know you had to. This shit is vital, I
fancy, no writing, nobody telling me what to say. This from the brain, from the heart, from the soul, from the streets. I'm a bitch from the streets. I get that money. I get that money. Bitch, give me what you got.
In this moment, yes, I cannot say what's wrong or right. No, it's not hard to fool me. No, 'cause I'm addicted to the good life. Yes. Yeah, either way, I follow. No need to say. Where we are heading now, babe, I follow to the edge of it all, to the edge of it all. So tell your good lies, 'cause I'll find no better one, yeah. Susceptible now, before the moment flies. Ooh, so tell your good lies, 'cause I'll find a better one. Ooh, susceptible now, before the moment flies. It's not a problem, no, 'cause I know what I'm getting into. Yes. Yeah. And nothing can stop me. No. 'Cause I'm addicted to what you and I realize. Either way, I follow. No need to say. Where we are heading now, babe, I follow to the edge of it all. So tell your good lies, 'cause I'll find a better one, yeah. Susceptible now, before the moment flies, before it flies. So tell your good lies, 'cause I'll find a better one. Susceptible now, before the moment flies.
We're back. We are back.
You want to come home with me tonight? It's been a while.
So what is it this time? You just want to be held, or you want the LD?
What you think it is? I want the LD, baby. And then I want to be held. That's all right with you?
You know me. It's my duty to please that booty.
Yo, what's going on? What's going on? Happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday, happy belated Christmas. What is going on? What is going on? Shout out to everybody that is tuning in. Shout out to Sweetness. I see you in the house. You know what I'm saying? I had a few other people that was up in here. Bray, B8F. Shout out to you. Shout out to Mason69, S8I. Shout out to Skidbit Player, Skybit Player. I guess that's how you pronounce your name. Yeah. What's going on? What's happening? It's another Friday. We are here at the Black Bottom Roscast, where we here to bring the real, have grown folks conversations, and have a good time doing it. Shout out to my Black Bottom Roscast squad. Shout out to everybody that's coming in the house. Shout out to everyone that watches on the replay game. And Shout out to all of those that just support the channel. Hit the like button on the way in. It don't cost you a dime. And hit the subscribe button if you are new. What is going on? What is good with everybody? As you know, I'm on 2 different platforms. I'm on phone mode as well as regular mode. So if you want to watch it on your phone, if it's easier for you, go ahead on and do it. But if you're on a laptop, a computer, iPad, your television, watch it on the regular mode that don't have the phone icon on. This is the last Friday live stream before the new year. It's not the last live stream, it's just the last Friday night, late night edition of the live stream. So we're gonna do what we do tonight. I'm not trying to be too long on what we got going on, but I will say shout out to all those that's been my new subscribers. Yeah, if you put it on the you can watch them on either side. I mean, as long as you know how to cast it onto your television, you know, you can definitely do that too. You say, can you watch it on flat screen to iPad? I mean, you can watch them on both if you want it. I mean, that's totally up to you. But yeah, we are here again. Hope everyone's good. Like I always say, man, get you some water, eat you some fruit, roll you a blunt, have you a beer, get you a cocktail. Like my man Big Mike always said, get you some juice, but you got to leave them pills alone. Them mugs will kill you. We got a lot to talk about tonight. I didn't actually just put an actual title on tonight's live stream because I figure, you know, we winding down the year. We just gonna bring it as we come, kind of like wing it tonight. I mean, I got some stuff, you know, that we can react to, but you know, it wasn't an in particular thing I wanted to talk about tonight. So we kind of go like freestyle, be all over, and do what needs to be done. You know. So with that being said, I'm not gonna do a long soliloquy tonight. We're gonna start off with a lot with my man Heavy Gant. You know, it's some body cam stuff. So without further ado, shout out to Heavy Gant and what he does on his body cam reactions. So we just gonna react to this.
Hey yo, All Crime Central is the channel, dog. They got a great channel. The link's in the description. If you don't want to see my face popping up talking, that is what I'll be doing. Happy holidays to everybody. But also, just let me just go ahead and tell y'all, if you didn't know who I do this for, I do these videos for my audience. We're not gonna waste no time. Let's go. All right.
Turn off your car, please. If you're in the vehicle, put your hand on top of the headrest.
Hey, these windows.
Yeah. Some have her come out.
Hope they're not smoking in their car.
You got a warrant or something?
What?
You in trouble or something?
Why say that?
What is this?
Only 3 officers. Well,
the reason we're conducting shop stuff because the window tint on this vehicle is not on the car.
I said the same thing. I'm like, I can't see shit out these windows. I said that. We out in here looking out the window, and he's like, hey, you see that girl get there? And she was using grease or whatever. And I'm like, no, I can't see out these windows.
All right.
Yeah, we're just going to pick up our car.
Okay.
From his dad.
You mind stepping out of the car for me? Yeah.
So what's on it? What's on this?
We'll explain it to you in a second. Come out the car for me.
Oh boy.
I'm under arrest.
No one said you're under arrest. Put your hands on your back, all right?
What the fuck is going on? Hey, what the fuck did I do? Why am I being criminal investigation?
All right. Go back to the car.
And again, what are the two things that jam people up right here? What are the two things that get them pulled over? Now, I'll forward it through the intro because you never know. So maybe there's some extenuating details I don't know. We're going to keep watching this. We got time today. The two things are tint on the window and weed in the car. They didn't say they smelled weed in the car. I didn't hear them say they smelled weed in the car.
Not only just that, just, you know, at any given time when the police roll up behind you, they got the right to and the law on their side to run your tags, run your plates. They can tell if you suspended. They can tell if you're not properly insured. They can tell if it's a bogus plate. They can tell if it's a fraudulent registration already off the bat. You know, but the tent, you know, that be one of the main things, you know, that people get pulled over from more than probably anything else. Or just driving erratic, you know, not stopping at a stop sign, you know, correctly, you know, running a red light, making an improper turn, making an improper, you know, lane change, just a whole bunch of stuff. But, all right, let's go.
Car, but I did hear something about some tent, but they probably knew about these folks, y'all. Let's keep watching.
Just get out the car. You're in it.
So, but I'm not.
You're being detained.
You're not under arrest.
Okay. I'm like, this one isn't under my name.
No. Well, since you are in and out of it, you are just being detained right now. You're not under arrest.
Okay.
All right, we know.
Do you have your ID on you?
No.
We gotta be in a simulation, dog. Her shirt says delusional, or does it say delusion?
What's your name?
I just got out of jail not that long ago.
Delusional.
So,
It's delusional. How fitting. Let's see how this one goes. This is the first time we watching this together. We all watching this at the same time. So, hey, let's see what this is all about.
For what?
so I just got out of jail not that long ago.
For what?
Grand Theft Auto 2018. I had an FCA report.
Come over here.
Grand Theft Auto. You just got out of jail a few days ago, and here you are again, jammed up with a shirt that says delusional on it. Let's keep watching.
Stand right there.
With the cotton candy hair streaks, whatever the fuck you want to call it, shit like that. I'm sorry, y'all. Some of these hair colors and things that you ladies are like have incorporated in your culture is just really, really starting to just show how weird some of you people are. Not all, but just some of you ladies with these extreme hair colors. It's just you give yourself away, you know, and sometimes y'all are getting attention for all the wrong reasons just because of your appearance. But I understand, I know everyone they gotta express themselves the right way. They gotta do, you know, feel themselves, whatever it is. I mean, it's cool. I mean, it is what it is with that. But just keep in mind that when you do these things, you're asking for some sort of attention. So let's clip that.
Yeah, she got.
Hold on, wait. Hold on. What's your name?
Desiree.
Spell it.
Desiree.
DESIREE.
Yeah.
Last name?
ALSAID.
Middle name?
I need a ride from her, so if I'm not being arrested, sir. We gotta go get her the car.
What's your date of birth? I'm good to go ahead and read my warrant.
Yeah.
Okay. I know, of course. She's not leaving yet.
Yes, if I'm not getting arrested, I shouldn't go get the car.
Oh, so we're not gonna even be able to catch our.
No, she's gonna wait for us.
So I'm guessing that's an Uber driver.
She said that we've been in and out. I don't have her under my name. Like, yeah, that we've been in and out the room.
I have one of the 78 Papa girls walking around.
Can I talk to you?
Hold the girl. We don't have anybody in there.
What's up?
Uh-oh. Can I holler at you? I think we know what that means. Come on, man. Let me rap to you real quick.
Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you. My LA Night voice. Let me talk to you.
I'll call you for that.
We'll explain everything to you here in a second. Just stand right there, okay?
I got a pussy for you.
What's up? You got any weapons on you?
I'm saying, look. But, y'all, if I say something, you can't talk too bad, all right? Okay. Man, like, I can't go to jail, man.
You can't? Why can't you go to jail?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even know what y'all talking about.
Do we got an illegal Uber driver? Do we got a DEI hire in the house? We got some kind of foreign invasion that's going on right now that ain't got the right paperwork. Why you can't go to jail? I mean, it happens to the best of us. You know, sometimes we just fuck up and just get caught up because we lapped in something. We didn't take care of proper registration, you know, insurance, all kind of shit, you know, license, whatever the case may be. But why you can't go to jail? Interesting. All right, let's go.
Hey, babe. You riding? So, you can talk to my dad.
Yeah. Go back to your dad. Go right back.
So you have the right to remain silent. Do you understand? Yes or no?
Northbound, past High Drive.
Anything you say may be used against you in court. Do you understand? Yes. You have the right to talk to the Lord before and during questioning. Do you understand? Yes. You can have the floor alone. Won't be provided for you before questioning without charge. Do you
Parked in front of the room. He's outside of the room. We have him detained.
Has anyone threatened you or promised you anything to get you to talk? Okay. I just had to read you that before I could talk to you about anything. Okay, so what is this really about? We will get into that here in a second. Okay. All right. So what we're gonna do is that car empty?
I have a couple of things. I can throw it back there.
This is why they say the streets is over. You see how homeboy, I want to talk to you, man. I can't go back to jail. You see, this is why they're telling y'all the streets is over. This is hella risky, man, to live like this. This man, we don't know what he did or didn't do, but he sure is looking guilty.
Might be some other shit. might have something in that car or whatever that they transporting that don't need to be in that car. Who the fuck knows? But like I say, it's our first time watching it. So yeah, we gonna figure this out and we're gonna come to this conclusion together, y'all. Hit the like button on the way in and hit subscribe if you are new.
Hey, man, do me a favor.
This is a family show, guys.
All right, so before anyone talks to you after you finish, okay? Yeah, the right to remain silent, you understand? You want to threaten your promise anything you should talk to me? And what's your name?
Desiree.
What's your name? Larry. Larry what? And Desiree what? All set? Yeah. Go ahead. So, we're just going to put you in the back of this car real quick, okay? You're not under arrest.
Shout out to Florida. Shout out to the Orlando. I don't know what's worse on these body cams. Florida, Ohio, or Illinois. I don't know what's worse. There are levels to this shit that I be seeing. But for the most part, I be seeing a lot of Florida body cams. And the people out there is just a different kind of breed, man. They own one. And they got some kind of law out there. I can't think of the actual name of it, but it's like they suffer from a lot of mental health issues out there. And it's a law out there that actually protects them from law enforcement really doing it hinders the job of law enforcement out there, especially if some of these people that are on that kind of time for them to really do their job correctly. They gotta like handle them with kid gloves and all this other madness. And it's kind of crazy. It's disheartening because the people know this. So a lot of times they tend to like turn up more with law enforcement, especially if they're like known clinically to have like mental issues. And I don't know if that's a Democrat thing that got passed out there. 9 times out of 10, it probably was, but but it is what it is. So that's why I keep saying this. We really need to champion getting mental health facilities back into societies across the country.
You had no weapons or anything on you?
I mean, the minute you start, feeling that anxiety, talk about I can't go back to jail, that should be your indication that you don't need to live this type of life if you can't go back to jail. If you know you're not cut out for it, you need to leave it alone, man.
How long have you known him?
A while, years. Yeah, I've known for years. We just started dating though.
Hey, you're gonna lock it.
Can you please keep the door it's hot? I'm not going over on my kids. Hey, babe.
Yeah.
This is what we're gonna do. You're gonna stand over there with that sergeant over there, okay? Hey, Sarge, she's coming to you. I just want to keep them separated. Could you give me the code? We're gonna turn the AC up. We're gonna turn the AC up.
He ready to talk already. He's ready to talk. He's ready to tell it on the mountain, ain't he?
And what do you want to talk about?
After we like, cause I can't go to jail. It seems like I'm going to jail.
What would you say? What would you think that?
Because I'm in cuffs and I'm in the police car.
And?
I don't even know why.
Okay. But why would you be so nervous?
Because y'all got me pulled over.
This is why you want to be a square. This is why you want to be a square. You know who would be hella confident in a situation like me? Like this? Me, my square ass. I'll be
Yeah, me too. That shit. But I've been called lame, all kind of shit. But knowing that I got to drive around to get to whatever destination, I'm gonna make sure that I have what I need to have. Whereas the police won't pull me over. I'm gonna have my license right. I'm gonna have my insurance right. I'm gonna make sure all my lights and stuff and bells and whistles work on my car. But what I ain't gonna do also is try to um, take a risk and have certain things in my car while I'm driving that could be a problem. You know what I'm saying? To the point where I put it like this: if you're gonna do shit like this, get to one point and get out of there and go to the next your destination and get the fuck on. Get out the way. Just get out the way. Some people just don't know how to just get out of the way of things because they gotta still drive around and bullshit time and procrastinate and shit like that. If you know you got something in your car that might jam you up, it would behoove you to get that shit somewhere out your car quickly as possible. Now, don't be out here bullshit for 3, 4 fucking hours. But whatever you might have in your car, I think, anything can happen. But, hey, what do I know? I'm a lame, right?
I'd be confident as hell. I wouldn't like the fact that I'm in cuffs, but I would know that just in a matter of time, you're going to be taking the cuffs off of me because I ain't got nothing in my car. I don't have nothing nowhere at my house. I don't have nothing that can incriminate me. No place. And too many of us men, too many of us black men have let rap music ruin our lives. You've let rap music ruin your mentality. You've let rap music poison your mind out here thinking you a rapper. No, you're not a rapper. You're just a goofy that's taking penitentiary chances with your life, dog. That's what you doing. That's what's going to happen. Like if you're lucky enough to play around in the streets and you don't end up going to jail forever or you don't end up losing your life, you know what happens? You live long enough to be an old street nigga with no transferable skills. You get to be a 50-year-old man with nothing but stories about what you used to do. Just keep watching.
What's on her?
All I'm saying, like, I'm
Right, give us 1 second, all right?
This man ready to tell on everybody. This man will tell on his mom.
And he made a good point. It's a bad thing in life when you get to a certain stage and age in life when you was just so always in the streets, but you didn't think about your future. You want to stay in the streets and be known in the streets and be, uh, hood superstar and all this other bullshit. And you ain't got nothing. You ain't got no bank account. You ain't got no investments. You don't own no property. You ain't got no savings. You have nothing that you can say, hey, I'm at this stage in my life and I see what I invested in. Just living from pillar to post, to that couch, to that floor. And is it really worth it? Just so you can say, hey, stick your chest out and be like, yeah, I'm cool. I'm hood. I'm a tough guy. Or I'm a tough girl. Or whatever the fuck. I mean, this is what it's all about, money. Eating, drinking, walking, talking. This is what it's all about, money. Because in the end, it's not.
Mama, if he had to stay out of jail, for sure. Somebody getting, somebody, oh, there go that dog. You tell that dog to leave race out of this. Listen here, somebody getting told on behind this one, Jack. come the gloves. We know what that means.
She would give instant. She said something about him having a joint on him.
We haven't searched him yet. I just patted him down for any type of weapons.
Yeah.
We have drugs here.
That's cool. That's hers, right?
Yep.
So she yeah, she was saying, oh, yes, I don't know. Right when the dog was. I'm gonna find out. The Uber girl.
No, I don't either. We're gonna search him too, and then I'll read him his stuff. Put the 250 as a 95, so just have it all under the 61.
Hey yo, so like that's if this lady right here in the red, I'm believing is an Uber driver, and I did forward through the intro because I don't need to know what's going on in advance, and you know how these YouTube streets, they are how they are. I'm wondering how they knew to pull the car over. Like, was it a simple traffic infraction, or did they get a tip from somebody? You know what I mean? More than likely, I think I could easily guesstimate that somebody else told them about them. That's what I think.
9 times out of 10, if they was driving regular, they done did some bullshit and somebody done told on them. It happened.
Hey, that's more than that, bro.
And that is if that lady is an Uber driver. I thought that's what I overheard. The volume is as high as I can get it. So I don't know if in fact she's an Uber driver and isn't with them on this.
I didn't mind that sword that stays at that hotel.
I don't know what are you talking about?
That guy, I'm just letting you know that.
I mean,
And then the Norwegian went to get his license.
you had that bag on you, correct?
Well, Lauren put it in my bag. Yeah, I forgot. She told me to hold on to it until she came back.
Okay, so that's your bag, correct?
No, that's not my bag.
You were in possession of that bag, correct?
No, I wasn't.
It was over your shoulder. You had it in your lap when we were on the traffic stop, correct? No?
No, I'm saying that bag. No, I didn't. Like,
That bag was inside that pink bag, your purse.
So if it's not your bag, why would you have it on your lap when the moment they pulled y'all over? These motherfuckers just got lie for no reason. Look, you called. They got you where they need to get you. They're investigating. Man, come on. Some people just make it worse on themselves with just wanting to lie behind the fact that, yeah, you didn't got popped the fuck off. So just take it as an adult. I mean, you grown enough to be out here doing whatever the fuck you out here doing, and you're grown enough to take on the consequences of your actions. And that's a lot of things that some people out here don't want to do. They don't want to take responsibility or accountability for their actions. And sometimes they just want to play victim. Sometimes they just want to just evade the questions or the truth or want to deny it. You know, clip that.
Okay, there was crack in that.
Oh shit! You never know when it's a cracky situation.
Hey.
Nope. I just need.
See, she had some personal crack use, y'all. Personal crack use.
The tag. Just her information.
I got it.
Tag. Yeah, just take a picture of it for me.
I'm not fucking breathe. I can't breathe.
Oh, man. Merry Christmas.
Shit.
Merry Christmas.
You know what it is. Get your drink, get your box wine, get your your Hennessy, get your Remy Martin, get your mixed drink, get your water, get you some tea. You know what Happy can be doing? Hey, he's spitting them bars. He can't breathe, man. He can't breathe.
I don't know what you're doing right now. I don't know what you're doing. I'm drinking a little water. I just had me a pre-workout. I'm gonna get my little workout in. I don't know if you're drinking some Hennessy, if you're drinking some Remy, if you're drinking some Don Julio, if you're drinking some Patron, if you're drinking a little box wine, some Ripple, some Thunderbird. He's spitting them bars. He can't breathe.
I can't breathe. But why you so?
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Do me a favor, get out the car quick.
I'm not going
I'm gonna
nowhere.
search your pockets, okay? You have anything in your pockets I need to worry about?
Can I buy a cigarette?
Give me a second, all right? It's in my truck. It's in my patrol vehicle. Give me a second, all right?
Okay. All that money got someplace to be. All this money that just dropped out this man's pocket got someplace to be now. If he didn't have no place for that money to go, he definitely got someplace for it to go now.
Hey, Sarge. Yeah, we're gonna get that. Hey, do me a favor, get back in the car so we can get your money.
Hey, babe. Whatever happens, we gonna everything gonna be okay.
The devil's on me out. Yeah. I don't understand that. And I'm so pleased I have that my fucking bag.
I'll bug you out if you get arrested.
I gotta close the door, okay?
Will you be able to open it again?
Yeah, I'll go to.
Hey, boy, you better find you a good church home, man. Leave this shit alone. Leave this shit alone. Hey, you do better off just staying employed. I know shit happens, but try your best. Stay employed, and you ain't got to have no major job. If you just stay employed, okay, stay out of trouble. Stop, going back and forth to jail, going back and forth to court. If you can stay out of court, and if you can stay from making new babies and all that old shit, you're gonna be just fine. You're gonna.
I mean, because the worst for me, hey, stay the hell out the way. I don't know what it is. Well, I do know what it is. Some people are just addicted to the streets. Some people are just addicted to living a fast life, a wild life, a foul life. It excites them. They can't get enough of it. They wake up the next day or every day like, damn, what bullshit can I do today? Like some Pinky in the Brain shit, thinking they're gonna take over the world. Like the fuck, man. Like, come on, let's get a grip. See, that's what happens when people are not taught to have structure in their life. When people don't have structure in their life, don't have goals, don't have a positive agenda, this is what it is. And when you're just sitting around, you ain't really doing shit. An idle mind is the devil's playground. It's been said for forever. When you ain't got shit to do, that's when you tend to always get into more shit because you ain't got nothing else to do besides nothing. Besides anything. You just get up with no plan, no nothing. And 9 times out of 10, when you living like that day in and day out, you're gonna get caught up in some shit because you ain't got nothing else to do. This ain't Friday. This ain't a movie. This ain't a comedy. Yo, it's Friday. I ain't got no job. You ain't got shit to do. Shit. Yeah, these motherfuckers ain't got shit to do every goddamn day. Yo, what's up, Big Mike? I see you in the house. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. Happy holidays to you. Hope everyone's holiday was good Hope you spend time with your friends and families, and yeah, you know, and did that. But all right, let's keep going with this.
You're gonna do way better than this little street shit that people try to prop up like this is the way to live. Why? Because you can wear designer clothes, all right? You're just looking like you ain't never had shit. You can just wear designer clothes and go trick money off at a club or trick money off at a strip club, but they not telling you when you got to retain that attorney. They're not telling you when you got to pay all your lawyer fees and all your different court fees and all of those shit. And then you're sitting here with nothing, with nothing, with no skills, okay, with no way to live in the world. Now you're locked out of the world. You got that felony on your record and you ain't learned shit. And now you're just sitting here with nothing but stories. When, if you just stayed working and didn't fuck your money off, man, you'd be doing way better.
You have a little bag? Put this in. Yeah. You get it up there. You just small bag, right? Yeah. And give me another one.
Can we get another marked car here so we can separate it?
I'm gonna move this forward a little bit.
So in that pink purse that was in the back seat? Crack cocaine.
Thank you.
Thank you. You can start at the side that way. Okay. So we're getting another martini for her. Yep. Insecure.
I didn't think about it. I just grabbed my purse and left because he was like, hey, we got to go to dad. You know, he needs us to go get the car or whatever. So
I go to 5 headquarters.
like,
Can you copy a 29 by name?
like confiscated or whatever. Like, I have no drug charges.
Delta Echo Sierra India Romeo Echo Echo. Middle initial November. Last name Alpha Lima.
No drug charges. That's awesome. That's it. FTA, stuff like that. Further death, that's order from 2018.
What you doing with who?
We were dating.
We're discovering that last name was Papa Lima Sierra Alpha India Delta.
We just started.
Negative. It's going to be Alpha Lima Sierra Alpha India Delta.
We've known each other for years. I've known him since like 2020, 2021. But I just got out of jail. Like I just did 6 months for the Grand Theft Auto. I just took time for it. That was gonna be probation, but then they tried getting me on a technical change of address or some shit. So I ended up just taking the time. I was like, okay, I'll just take the plea deal. Got 6 months, did 5 months.
Okay.
So like, and we just started dating. Like literally like 5 or 6 days ago, maybe a week ago.
What's going on in the room?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not there all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be at my girlfriend's house, my homegirl's house most of the time because I don't like that hotel, like, at all. It's disgusting because it's dirty. Like, I was staying at Red Roof over here on Jamaica.
She know what goes on in that room. If there's something, suspect going on in that room, it's not like she doesn't know about it. Of course she knows about it.
And there was roaches everywhere, so I wasn't staring either.
Partaking in the shit, especially on a crack night. You know, a crookedy crack night, or whatever else they're doing. You know what I'm saying? And I can imagine there's some meat slapping, drug using, crazy shit going on. That's all I got to say. I can just tell. You know, especially how they was interacting with each other. You know, earlier on in this video. But hey, let me see what else is going on. go a little ahead too.
It was on my phone. He told me get the Uber. My dad needs us.
So you're gonna go inside the car down here, okay? We're gonna go back to the hotel. So whenever you wanna be truthful, just let me know. Okay?
He said he saw his dad. They're getting an Uber. And he was just like, I gotta say, I'm getting weed. But then I was like, wait, he has a medical license. I don't know. That's what I'm trying to tell you, dude. I don't know anything really. Like, I don't. That's not my business. Like, I just like.
We're gonna go to 5858 I Drive. It's gonna be on the eastern side. And it's gonna be on the second floor. It's gonna be 23.
Tell them we're doing search for his room.
Yeah, I told him, but I haven't read it yet.
Okay. Hey, we're going to your room. Let's search more. You can read through them.
Okay.
If you're 10-12, you get 10-12.
We're gonna be taking you back to your hotel room. Okay.
November.
We're gonna be serving a search warrant on your hotel room.
Hotel type 1027.
Okay. Get it in the first.
48.
Hey.
Search warrant on his hotel room.
It doesn't appear they will.
We want to see what's in that room. Damn. That's some wild shit. Y'all done fucked up the church's money with this one. For them to want to go through all that extreme, they could have just utilized whatever they saw y'all doing right now and just been done with that. They're like, nah. We want to see this whole fucking investigation through. So now they about to get a warrant to go in y'all hotel room.
They will extradite.
Well, I don't have a room. Oh, it's just not in your name. You don't think they can get a search warrant on a hotel just because you had somebody else put it in their name? You don't think they can get a search warrant, bruh?
Florida.
After officers finish searching the vehicle and questioning both individuals, Larry is transported back to the hotel tied to the investigation.
There's a search warrant for your hotel room, 283.
Oh, that's my dad's room.
It's your room. It's under your name. It's under your ID. But I know it's under your information. Okay. So I got to read this to you.
Well, it is under his name, but listen, dog, if they got enough probable cause, it wouldn't matter. They would find a way to get a warrant, or the right judge would approve a warrant.
Okay. This is Circuit Court of the Ninth Judicial Circuit, search warrant. Name of the state of Florida, agency case number 2024-00265-375. The sheriff of Orange County, Florida, or any other his or her sworn deputies or special deputies, and the chief of police of the Orlando Police Department, or any of his or her duly sworn officers or chiefs of police and their duly sworn officers, and any investigator of the several states' attorney's office, and any law enforcement officer, state or federal. Is there anyone else in the room? No one else should be in the room. Whereas a sworn written application for a search warrant has been made this day via secure electronic file system before me, the Honorable Judge in Orange County, Florida, Ninth Judicial Circuit. And whereas the facts made known to me in a particular, or in the application and affidavit for search warrant, sworn to before me by Dennis Gustafson, a sworn police officer of the Atlanta Police Department. You good?
Yeah, I'm trying to turn around so I can see.
Atlanta Police Department on this date, in which are now incorporated herein and made a part of the search warrant, have caused me to certify and to find that there is probable cause to believe that certain evidence, to wit, heroin, MDMA, ecstasy, crack cocaine, cannabis, and any other controlled substance, drug paraphernalia, and currency, which is evidence of a felony violation of the laws of Florida, or which is contraband per se and evidence of violation of the laws of Florida, to wit, Florida Statute 893.
The dude is already a felon, and this is how my man is moving.
3.136A, 123, possession of controlled substance, 893.131A, 101, sale and delivery of controlled substance, and which is being kept in on certain premises, may be necessary, are hereby commanded in the daytime, nighttime, or on a Sunday as the exigencies of the curtilage thereof, and any other, or any all outbuilding.
Hey, Skeet!
Hey, sorry about that. Stop, bro.
Yeah, if you got to listen here. If you are in the back of a police car with your pants, your britches all the way down around your, I don't know where these britches are. They down by his kneecaps, and you're handcuffed yelling, "Hey, Skeet!" You're going to jail. You're going to jail. This is just what it's going to be. You need to find you a good church home. You need to stay out the street, sir. You need to get you a regular job, find you a trade or something like that, because this is not for you. You're going to end up growing old or dying in somebody's prison cell.
Darren and
persons there and reasonably believed to be connected with the
That's my little sister. Can you
activity for the property described in this warrant.
Worried about the wrong shit, man.
Okay, we read the warrant to you. You understand why we're going in the room, right?
I got a question though.
What's up?
That's not the room is not in my name. That's my dad room.
It doesn't matter. They got the warrant now. They about to come bum rush the show, man. Get over it. You done fucked up, man. So you might as well just shut the fuck up. Deal with what's about to come with it. Hopefully, well, shit, you a felon. So whatever they gonna find, they gonna jam your ass up to whatever they find in your shit. So you better hope you ain't got a lot of shit in your fucking room. You know, because if so, man, Christmas is gonna be canceled for your ass. New Year's, Valentine's Day, spring, whatever the fuck. Everything's about to get fucked up.
I watched you coming in that room.
I came in.
You're staying in that room.
No, I'm not staying in the room.
I watched you come in and out of that room.
They've been watching them. There's the answer right there. Like they just didn't happen upon your car or y'all in that Uber car or whatever the case. No. They was watching homeboy.
Your ID card is on the room.
Hey, Veronica!
All right.
You got to scream for Veronica while you back there explaining why the room shouldn't get searched. The room gonna get searched and you gonna go to jail, man. Come on.
Hey, look. What? Like, I don't understand.
I read the warrant to you, right? What's not to understand? You know why we're going in the room.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about y'all going. What I'm saying is,
yes, you do. Yes, man. You don't. If you don't stop lying, yes, you do care about them going in the room. That's why you back there hollering, yelling skeet and hollering for Veronica. You know what I mean? That's why you back there looking scared because you know what they gonna find in that room. That's why you saying that the room is in your daddy's name when it ain't in your daddy's name. You trying to put it on your daddy. What you trying to do? You want your daddy to die in prison? How old is your daddy? Can your daddy at his advanced age go do a prison bid for you? This is why snitches are reviled. This is why people don't like snitches, man. This is why. And it's not so much that, oh, you need to do the right thing and all that shit. Okay, fine. I tell people to stay out the street. But a snitch, the problem with a snitch is they will sell their mother up the river. They will sell their friends up the river. They will sell their child up the river as long as nothing happens to them. This is why we don't. And that's not really a motherfucker do. Okay, that's an American thing, Jack. That's an American thing. Think about it. How come the government is the way it is against Edward Snowden or Julian Assange? What are they? They're snitches. Why do you need whistleblower protections? What's a whistleblower? It's a snitch. It's a snitch. How come we don't like Benedict Arnold? He's a snitch. Okay, that's a very much an American thing that's went into the streets. But it just is what it is, man. You know, stay out the street. Hey, be a square. You don't have to be a snitch, man. But I think that's really an integrity thing. But anyway, let's keep watching.
I'm in handcuffs.
Yes, because
this is my daddy room. You gonna put everything on your daddy? You know it's shit in that room.
Expecting a search warrant on
and
your
I feel like I'm being arrested. And with that being said, I know a lot of people.
I understand.
Like,
what that mean?
Come here.
What do you mean, come here?
I mean, like, I don't know if I'm gonna be arrested. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to help myself.
See, he over here stuttering and stammering. Yeah, there's some shit in that room. You badly don't want them to see. You got some shit in that room that's gonna send you probably back to the penitentiary. For how many years? Who knows? Depends on your criminal background, your felony record, and all that. You just don't know how to stay the fuck out the way, don't you? You just gotta be in the way. You just gotta be in the way. Like, the fuck? Why? Why is it so tempting and so attractive to always want to put yourself in bullshit? For this fantasy lifestyle this illusional lifestyle that people try so hard to do, whether it's street cred, some kind of reputation, uh, or just recklessness. It's really a shame. But
The rest of the song.
Oh, look.
Well, I mean, what's in there? I mean, you're already acting like you're being arrested, which means there's something in there.
I don't know. They searching the room. That ain't even my room.
Okay, what's in the room that you're so worried about?
I don't have anything.
I'm sorry. If a room is in my name, yeah, it's my room. I don't care if I'm staying there or not. If I put my ID and pay my money to get a room, hotel, motel, Holiday Inn, whatever the fuck you want to be, it's your room. Don't matter who you claim has the room. Anything happened to that room or in that room, whether you're in there or not, it falls off on you, not the motherfucker that's in the room. I mean, yeah, they gonna get jammed up as well, but not as bad as you, because you just sat up there and got that room.
But sir, like I say, look, I can make you look out there sergeant. If y'all end up trying to take
We'll talk after, all right? I can make you a sergeant. You ain't even got to get this man a number 3 or a number 4. You ain't got to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, typically they get them something from Red Lobster or get them like a 4-piece from Popeyes with a biscuit and some Cajun sparkle and some shrimp, and they gonna get to talking. This man ready to help you get a promotion already, but ain't nothing in the room.
Hey, bro, don't pop me I can have a full up here.
We'll talk after, all right? My worry is that you guys can handle that. Seems good. What's up, bro? I read you your rights, right? Yeah, you remember him?
Can you talk down some? Cause my girl in the other car on
What?
Can you talk down some? Cause my girl in the other car on her dinner.
You want to get a little closer?
Basically, like, man, what all did they find in there?
I thought wasn't nothing in there. Shouldn't be nothing found if ain't nothing in there.
Playing some games. We found fentanyl. We found heroin. We found crack cocaine. We found methamphetamines.
Hey, you trying to put all
fentanyl, crack, and meth? See, now, you know you done fucked up, right? And you a felon. And you got all that shit in your room, boy. Y'all was having a great old time, wasn't you? And it's probably nothing but for personal use, But those in particular substances is pretty serious work, especially that fentanyl. That shit's deleting motherfuckers. And meth, crack ain't, they don't care as much about that as much as it once was years ago. But that meth and that motherfucking fentanyl, shit, yeah, you about to go sit down, bro.
Put all that on your daddy. You're trying to put all that on your daddy. It's my daddy's room. It ain't my room.
So what all am I being charged with?
All of it.
It's good.
You're the registered owner of the room, right? You want to talk about it?
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can. I'm trying to see if I can work. Well, I don't gotta go to jail.
You going to jail? Ain't no working shit. If anything, you better try to find you a lawyer. That's what you need to be trying to worry about. Getting a fucking lawyer, not a state's, public pretender. You know, you don't need one of them. You need paid legal representation because you fucked right now. Well, look.
You want to explain to me what was going on? You want to explain what was going on? What was going on in the room?
I mean, the only thing I can explain is that, look, like, I can get you some people tonight.
You can get me some people tonight?
I swear to God.
What kind of people?
People with bricks.
Bricks?
Yes, I can get people to pull up on me with large
light bricks,
cocaine or whatever. I can get them to come to me. You can let me go. I can go get a different room somewhere on iDrive, and then I can have them come into that hotel.
Better stay out the streets, y'all. Stay out the streets. This is what they all do. This is what a lot of them do. Stay out the street. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Everybody's going to try to preserve themselves at the end of the day. And then they got like, you pull their paperwork and it's shit like this on it. Or sometimes they'll have certain things redacted, or sometimes they'll have their record sealed because they'll have some sort of deal with the state or with the government, whatever. Stay out the street. It is not worth this. It is not worth this. You know what I mean? It's not. It ain't. You're not going to make no money, and there ain't no amount of money that's worth your freedom, is it?
Did you have them come to the?
Nah, but I can have them come.
Were you going to them?
All right. Yeah. That's pretty much, you know, that. He's fucked. We don't even need to hear no more about it. He gonna take the long ride. Depending on how long it is, he's definitely getting possession with probably the intent to distribute. I know y'all been hearing about this whole Nicki Minaj thing as far as what she did going to meet with Charlie Kirk's wife at the organization, and she is getting a lot of heat from the Skittle Crew community and some of her fans. Now I'm hearing behind that she like lost like over 10 million followers behind that because of her talks and what she felt about Trump, the Trump administration, and all this. And people are really showing their mindset as far as who they pick and sides with politically. And it is your choice. I mean, you want to, you know, roll with whoever you decide to roll with politically. I mean, that's your choice. But for you to sit here and do all this extra and to do, you're getting more personal with it than political. This is just showing me just how far we have gone as far as us as a community, as people, and how we're taking people's views and either demonizing them for it or trying to get people canceled and all this other stuff just because they have their own personal view of things. And this goes back to what Malcolm X said about our society, even back in the day when he was alive, as far as us people in the public. We want to look at these musicians and entertainers as some kind of spokesmen for you as an individual, and y'all live totally different lives from these people. You couldn't, some of y'all couldn't even walk in half of these entertainers' shoes for a week, let alone their career. And you just get so wrapped up in all of what they got going on. So shout out to I believe this was Just a Girl that put this out here. I think, no, I'm not sure. Hold on. Let me see something right quick. No, Average Man Unplugged. He put this out here. So shout out to Average Man Unplugged for putting this video out. about Nicki Minaj. So yeah, let's go with it.
Boys, be boys. Amen. Be boys. It's okay. Be boys. It's nothing wrong with being a boy. Amen. How about that? Amen. How powerful is that? How profound is that? Amen. Boys will be boys, and there's nothing wrong with that.
This Nicki Minaj situation is very telling and interesting. Let's get into it. What's going on, YouTube? It is your boy Rome back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. So, this kind of been popping up on my feed heavy as well lately. And, I've seen a couple people reach out to me about it. This situation, I don't know what to think of it because, for one, it's kind of tied to politics to some degree, and we all know how this shit goes. And then you mix it up with celebrities. Yeah, it tends to not always register so well, or at least people don't really seem to have that much interest. I think it has more so to do with people are just very, very, very divided when it comes to politics. However, the reason why this intrigues me so much is because, at first it seemed like something that would just kind of pass over because this woman has been in support of Trump before, so it really didn't surprise me. But when I heard that she lost 10 million followers, and then the Libiquita, as Brandon Jamal likes to call them, I call them the rainbow community because it's a little bit easier to remember and everybody knows what I'm referring to. Because when the first time,
I call them the Skittle Crew, which right about now, more and more and more, I'm starting to see that this whole community that they're a part of is starting to be some really unhinged bullies. They are just bullying people because if you don't believe in their ways, you don't believe in their mindsets, their policies, and things like that, you're looked at as a homophobe and all these other names that they want to call people that don't live their lifestyle. And it's actually pretty sad. It just shows the lack of intelligence and the bullying that these people are doing to society. And being that they do in fact have some of their own in certain stages and places in politics, they feel emboldened to want to act like this. And like I say, what you do on your personal behind closed doors is totally your business. But what you're not going to do, and what people need to understand, and them in general, you're not going to make people change their thoughts about their own convictions and how they feel about certain things. You're not going to change their minds. If you don't like what they think, if you don't like their beliefs, then just stop, interacting with those and just go for what and with who believe in what you believe in, whether they're in your community or not. If they're a part of your community or they support your community, we don't give a shit. But what you're not going to do is try to bully those that don't believe in what you guys believe in and think that they're wrong because they don't believe in it. That's where we have to draw the line. And this is the problem that we're having in today's society, in this modern society. These people think that just because they have certain laws passed for them to help them, to protect them, and things like that now they can just stick their chest out, no pun intended, and bully people into submission about what they believe in and what they don't approve of. You don't like it? Go somewhere else. Go live somewhere else. Deal with another society that hopefully they might accept you. But I guarantee you go anywhere outside this country with that mindset, you might have rude awakenings depending on where you go.
Time I heard him say Labiquita, I had to put two and two together. But once I realized how hurt and bothered they were and how much of her audience was in that community, and then hearing what she said about boys being boys, I was kind of putting two to two together, and I'm like, oh, is this what the big fallout is about? Because she not only did she side with Trump, but she made that statement with the fact that a big portion of her audience is in the rainbow community, trans even. So you can imagine when they heard her say that, they probably wasn't too happy about that. But anyway, I got a video from Brandon Jamal, as well as what looks to be a guy who represents the Labiquita community. So that way we can kind of hear both sides. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it.
Nicki Minaj, they could never make me hate you, but you sure could. I think it's time to hang it up, flat screen. I'm over it.
Nicki Minaj, you have officially crossed the line.
I would love to tell you what happened. Nicki Minaj got up on the Turning Point USA platform and basically denounced Blacks, Browns, and LGBTQ by siding allegiance with this administration. Now, she made in that song, Island.
How did she do that? Did she say that? Did they have that kind of a conversation? I'm quite sure everyone can go see the conversation with Erica Kurt at Turning Point and the interview with Nicki Minaj. And I don't think that was mentioned anywhere in their conversation. But because you didn't like some of the things that she had to say, this is what y'all assume. And that's the problem. They're so worried that circle of individuals are so worried about what other people's thoughts and opinions are of certain subject matters. Y'all just want to stick your nose into every little thing as it's some sort of a shot towards you as a collective or maybe an individual. Maybe y'all feeling guilty about something. Because if you're proud to be what you are and who you are as an individual or in a circle or a class, I guess you can say, of people, why would you care about what other people that are not a part of that circle think of you? You think, the Hebrews, the so-called Jews, you think they care about, well, yeah, some of them do. So bad example. You know what I'm saying? But you think that Jamaicans care about what other people say about them as a collective? Probably not. Maybe some do, but as a whole, no. You think other ethnic groups care about what other ethnic groups that's not a part of them say about them as a collective? If they know who they are as people, if they're confident in what they stand for and what they believe in, then you shouldn't care. You shouldn't be losing any sleep behind it or just trying to, go with the whole woke, cancel, culture movement because you canceling or so-called unfollowing her, all this other shit. It ain't about to kill her. It's not about to affect her. You're just showing your own megalomaniac behavior and your own hatred for human beings, regardless if they're a part of your lifestyle. You really hate yourself in a sense if you're just that hell-bent to want to do what y'all doing with this woman. Now, have I ever been a real true fan of Nicki Minaj? No, not really. I mean, has she been around in the industry for a long time? Yes, she has. Has she had some, success in her career? Of course she has. She's a better rapper then than what a lot of these other female rappers are now that y'all consider to be the wave. She'll run circles around them all, even to this day. And she don't even really rap like that, like how she used to years ago. After a while, you kind of either you're not utilized no more because you're not the business anymore, or you just decide on your own just to fall back from certain shit and not really be a part of it. There's so many people, hell, that I know, man, you need to get back into singing and you need to get back and doing what you was doing when you was doing your thing. Man, dude, I'm 54 years old. I don't have to prove anything in my life. I'm happy being what I'm doing as far as where I'm at right now with my platform. I'm happy doing what I do with my DJing. I'm happy being a family man. I don't need anything else to validate me than what I'm already doing now. It's that time has came and it has gone. I can talk about all the memories that I've had behind it, but that's exactly what it is. Memories, things of the past, things that I can sit here and I can hold with me. I can tell stories. I can tell my children, my grandchildren, and all that. I'm not here to prove anything to anyone, but do the best I can while I'm here now and try to give good information on my platform, try to give you good music for my DJing, and try to be a good family man to my household. That's all I fucking care about. I don't that all the other shit. It is what it is with that. Sometimes you just grow up. Or you just grow out of things. A lot of things that we do in this world, we go all in at that moment, and as time goes on, you grow out of it. So that just tells you that there's just things that you can only do for so long, and when it's time to do something else or to move around from that, then you just do that.
Gal Donald Trump woman go home, and she was dissing Donald Trump the earlier part of this year. Now she's saying he handsome and she stand for everything that he stand for, which would be anti-black, brown, and anti-LGBTQ.
That's not what the fans want to see. That's literally what the fans don't want to see. Do you understand?
For a lot of queer fans, Nicki Minaj has never been just a rapper. She's been a lifeline, a reminder that it's okay to be loud, to be sexual, to be unapologetically yourself. But lately, things have gotten complicated. Within the past year, Nicki Minaj has made history. She was the first female rapper to speak at a United Nations panel. She talked about violence and persecution against Christians in Nigeria, but then she publicly thanked Donald Trump for his leadership on the issue. And for a lot of us queer fans, that was really hard to process. Trump isn't just another politician. His policies and rhetoric have consistently put LGBTQ plus people.
Because she spoke on the deletion from ISIS of Christians in Nigeria. Y'all got a problem with that? But so many of you people that's in that community claim you believe in God and you want to tell people that you're Christians as well, knowing that what's in the Bible basically says that the lifestyle that you're living is an abomination. I'm trying to figure out what's the real point? You know, it'd be something different if all y'all said y'all was atheists. Then we can kind of like, okay, I get it. We understand. You don't believe in that, you know, form of spirituality anyway. You know, I'm not gonna call it religion, but if you guys, you know, claim atheist, then you know, we can be like, okay, yeah, I understand. But a lot of y'all claim that y'all Christian, and God help you by saying that shit. You're basically contradicting scripture. But I mean, like I say, what do I know? I'm not a part of that circle. I'm not the one that's going to have to deal with that in the end. You know, on the day of judgment or reckoning or whatever you want to call it. But y'all got to pick a struggle, man, because some of y'all are trying to ice skate uphill, and it's not a good look.
People, especially trans people, in vulnerable positions. So even if her message was about human rights, the alignment didn't feel neutral. Then recently, she did the Turning Point USA event with Erica Kirk. Nikki defended free thinking, criticized cancel culture, and spoke about resisting political boxes. On the surface, it's easy to say, hey, she's just speaking her truth. But the problem isn't about her speaking, it's where she's speaking and who she's standing with. When your platform is built on love of marginalized communities, your choices carry weight. They shape perception, influence culture, and for those who once saw you as an ally, but let's unpack this and talk more about it.
Oh yeah. This man ain't even have to start speaking. I mean, damn, bro. Just Mira. Look, man. Oh Lord, it all makes sense now.
What's up, you guys? Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your boy Daquan Dante, and I'm back again with another video. Today is a vlog.
My zesty meter going off.
Vlogmas Day 22. So as you guys can see by the title, we are talking about Nicki Minaj. Now, anybody who either follows me on Instagram or you just know me as a person in real life, you know I'm a huge Nicki Minaj fan. So what's been going on as of lately? Nicki Minaj is making headline, which is nothing new. She's been doing a lot of political stuff as of recently and speaking openly about politics, and damn near like she's a MAGA now. Like she's been sending her graces and thanks to Donald Trump and his people. She's been affiliated with these people. It's been leaving a nasty taste in a lot of her fans' mouths, but I feel like it's really affecting the queer community, the people that support her for real. When you think of the Barbs, when you look at her fan base, it's overpopulated with queer people, whether it's lesbians, whether it's trans, whether it's, gay people. Like it's a lot of queer people who support her. So to see this is crazy. Now, me personally, when I have first seen her speak out about Nigerians and like the Christians out there that's going through it or whatever the case may be, I thought what she said, it wasn't bad, but I think just her affiliation, her association with Donald Trump and his people, it just didn't really sit right with a lot of people.
Boys, be boys. Amen. Be boys. It's okay. Be boys. It's nothing wrong with being a boy.
Amen. How about that?
Amen.
How powerful is that? How profound is that?
Amen.
Boys will be boys, and there's nothing wrong with that. Our president.
I mean what is wrong with that? I find that very interesting that you as a gay man felt the need to play that particular clip. Why did you play that particular clip? You're a man, right?
The motherfuckers got triggered. They don't want to be boys. Don't you understand, Rome? They don't want to be looked at as boys, in a sense. It's a morbid, twisted kind of mentality. I don't understand it, nor do I even try to study it. Like I said, up until like the late 70s, it was considered living that kind of lifestyle as a mental disorder anyway. And, that got switched once Democrats took over a large portion of politics over several decades. But, hey, I guess I'm just a YouTuber, trying to get some more subscribers. So if you're here, if you've been listening, hey, hit the like button on the way in and subscribe if you are new. But they doing too much behind this. They reading into too much extra shit, and they're really showing you just how overly sensitive they are about people. And it's not like she was even talking about them, so to speak. She wasn't sending shots to them directly. They just didn't like some of the things that she was saying in this interview because it struck a nerve, because deep down, a lot of them know they're doing wrong. Not only by their own life, but with the Most High and what's supposed to be right. They know they're doing wrong. They just refuse to admit it and refuse to own up to their own actions or be held accountable for their own actions. And it's okay. I mean, like I say, you live your life the way you want to live your life. There's nothing wrong with that. You like sword fighting, hey, have at it. You like scissoring each other, hey, have at it. You like putting prostates on some same sex shit, hey, have at it, man. That's on you. But just, understand that others don't have to like believe in your way of life. Others don't have to deal with your madness. Others don't want their children being exposed to that shit. Because you confuse children behind that. And then you wonder why an 8, 9, 10-year-old is questioning their sexuality because of the shit that y'all do. All in the open. Put it all in TV. Put it all in movies. Walk down the street with it. Literally show them in their face. Raise these children around that shit. And you wonder why these children get confused about their own selves. Oh, be proud. Express your trueness. Express your one. What? Look, just because something happened and y'all felt the need that y'all want to move the way y'all moving, I mean, that's one thing. You're an adult. Do what you want. But have compassion for the children. And a lot of them don't. They like to twist these children. Because some of them want to turn them out. Quiet as kept. Yeah, I said that shit and I meant that shit. In my Mr. Michon voice, so clip that.
This has always been the issue with the Libiquita community. Y'all have this mindset where y'all kind of come off like you're trying to force your lifestyle and your sexual orientation on the other people. As if to say like somebody is homophobic just because they don't want to date the same gender like you do. That's kind of how it comes off. Because what's wrong with a boy actually just being a heterosexual masculine man? What's wrong with that? Why do you have a problem with that? That's a you problem. That's not a Nicki Minaj problem. That's not a man problem. That's a you problem. I don't know what it is with gay men that seem y'all don't see that to be kind of weird. Like, why would that bother you so much unless you want other men to be gay like you? You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't add up unless
They do. Why do you think a lot of these men that become trans would prefer dating a heterosexual man? Because now they feel like they're empowered because, and deep down in their mind, they feel, I turned this person. You know, they're not satisfied just dealing with like a homosexual man, a gay man. You know, even though, you know, you transform yourself into a so-called woman. No, that ain't good enough. You know, y'all want to go for the gusto and go after heterosexual men, knowing that you're a man masquerading as a woman. Just gonna call it for what it is. And y'all done got society so twisted that they label you as such and get mad when people say, well, that's still a man. No, she's not. He's trans. What? It's the same shit. So what are we talking about, man? What twisted macro universe do we live in that y'all expect for everyone to just accept the fact that you're playing a masquerade party for life, and everyone's supposed to accept it and don't have any opinions about it or have any feelings about it and shit like that. I mean, like I say, as adults say, you do what you do. I mean, I can give a fuck. I really do. I don't care. You want to go out like Rock Hudson and all them other motherfuckers, I mean, hey, serve yourself up. I don't care. But when you put it in front of children, then that's where we have to draw the line. And that just shows me how demonic a lot of them are, because they don't care about exposing children to their lifestyle. There's some that do. I ain't gonna say that all of them are like that, because I know a lot, you know, and they live their life how they live their life. They know there's other people that live their life the way they live their life, and they don't try to confuse the two. And so I respect those individuals that hey, look, this is what I do. I know what y'all over there doing. I ain't trying to get involved in that nor cause unnecessary issues behind that. But some of you radical motherfuckers, something wrong with y'all.
Unless that's the equation that you're trying to get out of it. You see what I'm saying?
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
And shows that he's been through every single thing a person could be through publicly, having to constantly be lied on. It's not really that funny until you are in that person's shoes that's being lied on. You'll never understand what it feels like. That person is a human being. They have a family who has to read those lies, and that's not, and it's just not fair. But this administration is full of people with heart and soul, and they make me proud of them. Our vice president, he makes me, well, I love both of them, but they're both powerful men smart, strong, all of that. But both of them have a very uncanny ability to be someone that you relate to. I can relate to them. When I hear them speak, I know that they're one of us. Like, I know that they're not. Don't you guys agree? They haven't lost touch of the world. You know, they're still connected to the world and what's happening in the world, with the younger people and older people, with the richer people and not so rich people.
Yeah, that was one of the things that a lot of I noticed a lot of analysts were talking about when the presidential race was happening, about how like when Donald Trump was going on different podcasts and stuff, like real popular ones that you see a lot of men watch, like Joe Rogan and shit like that. And then Kamala, she wasn't even going that route. She wanted to go on play spots like The View. Like, when we all know who watching The View. So it's like that right there, kind of like, yeah, I mean, I think I can kind of use that as an example of what she's referring to, as far as just like relatability, man. I mean, because I think that did kind of help them win, if I'm being honest. Let's keep it moving.
They have the ability to still connect and be real and make us feel proud to be American.
Just to give my personal insight when it comes to all of this, I'm disappointed. As somebody that's been her fan for a very long time, I get what she's trying to do. But me personally, I'm not saying I know the lady personally, but when I was watching everything, her sit downs, it don't feel genuine. It kind of feel like she's pressured to say certain stuff, in my personal opinion. Maybe she may just really feel like this. But either way, it just don't feel right, being that it's her doing it, because I've always looked at Nicki.
I mean, how can you say that? She did. So if she did it, if she said it, why do you feel that she's pressured behind it? What gain would she have being pressured to have the thoughts and the comments that she said in this interview? What is she really gaining by it? Besides speaking what I would assume she believes in. Why wouldn't you think that she believes in it? Out of all these real rapper bitches that's out here, she's the only one that's married. You saw what Cardi B did. She was married and had a baby by another motherfucker, but y'all champion that bullshit. You can talk about Nicki Minaj sexualizing herself all through her career. I haven't heard too many stories about her being passed around. I mean, there have been some talks here and there, certain rumors, and whoever she was dating and all. But for the most part, I never really heard her being like completely like a pass around in the industry. I can't say that about, your female rappers that y'all love so much. She didn't commit haram. I didn't see her commit haram like Cardi B did. And not only had a baby with Stephon Diggs, why she was still married to Offset, but she was having relations with Stephon Diggs while she was pregnant with Offset's last baby. Never heard Nicki Minaj do no shit like that. And Cardi B was talking with fucking Biden some years back. Y'all didn't shit on her about that. She talked to Biden directly. You getting mad because Nicki Minaj talked to a wife of a man that was murdered this summer. That's not even a politician. All right, let's go.
Nicki Minaj as like an ally for the queer community. So This shit is crazy to witness and it's crazy to see. I'm not surprised though. You'll be surprised on people who use their queer fans as like a transaction. Hopefully I'm making sense. But yeah, people don't really support us for real. People are not our allies for real. And I just feel like if you know like the gay rights when it comes to Donald Trump and like the
Hold on. Let's get something straight, ma'am. He's talking about the fact that he's mad, like a lot of the people in the Skittle community was mad because Nicki Minaj went to Turning Point's organization and had a sit-down conversation interview, so to speak, with Erica Kirk, you know, the widow of Charlie Kirk. And some of the things that Nicki Minaj was saying in this interview, in this conversation, they wasn't liking, especially the fact that, you know, she supports Trump, she supports his administration, she respects him for who he is and how real he is and things like that. And the fact that she was basically saying that boys should be boys. So you know the Skittle crew, you know, they got their feelings behind it. And she wound up losing 10 million of her subscribers, I believe, on her Instagram behind it, because a large number of her support throughout her career has been in the rainbow family, so to speak. So they in their feelings about it, you know. Yeah. So but so fucking what? This just shows you just how insane these people are. And I know if you missed it, I'm telling you, go back to it, you know. She'd been deleted her Instagram 3 months ago. Then there must have been a different site that she had, because yeah, she's basically saying a lot of the stuff. Yo, what up, DJ Kane? I see it's been a minute since you've been on the line. You know, shout out to you. But yeah, like I said, you can sit here and shit on her. Okay, she still got a Twitter page. You know, you can shit on her all you want, but like I say, she didn't do what fucking Cardi B did. Y'all could talk about the kind of background her husband has, but okay, whatever. You know, like no one makes mistakes, and no one, you know, if you really knew about the whole story behind his shit, he was actually at the wrong place at the wrong time at a young age. He wasn't a grown man when he got convicted for what he got convicted for. So if you're gonna speak on that shit in this entirety, to know the whole story, you know. And he paid his price. So fuck was you talking about? But I respect him and Nicki's marriage and they bond more than I respect Cardi B and her slut bag ass. I respect Nicki Minaj more than I respect Megan Thee Stallion sending an innocent man to prison. I respect Nicki Minaj more than I respect Lotto and all these other Sexy Red and all these other bum ass bitches that be fucking rapping in the game, that all these women at all these fucking parties be fucking dancing and going on, and it's trash. The whole shit's trash. He said the girls saying boys should be boys, but get on Twitter space and say it's totally different. She supports boys dressing like girls. She actually said that. And I'm like, well, yeah. What that is, if she said that, and I'm quite sure she did say that, I mean, okay. She don't care about how boys want to live their life, but men, boys that want to be boys, let them be boys. Her husband stole money from her to use all her cars. They stopped messing with her because of him being a pedophile. Well, like I said, I don't know the whole story behind it. I know he wasn't like a grown man in that situation. And like I said, I know he was in the wrong place at the right time. And this was on some stupid shit, you know. It is what it is. But like I said, it's hell. Cardi B used to drug motherfuckers when she was stripping and robbing. Do anyone fucking hold Cardi B accountable for that? Sexy Red got a whole line of fucking lip gloss glorifying sexually transmitted diseases that little girls buy. Is anyone talking about that? That see, we all moving the goalposts. We want to shit on Nicki Minaj and her shortcomings or her decision makings, but everyone else gets a pass. Okay, I get it.
He's trying to do for trans rights as well. You wouldn't even affiliate yourself with people like that.
LGBT.
Get the French toast out of here. Fuck you mean?
I'll tell you, bro. So, in other words, because she appreciates him for these other things that she values, more than likely, she probably values these things more than the Labiquita community. Y'all got a problem with it?
And just to go back on what you saying, Sweetness, fine. It is what it is. She want to respect them and all that. That's her choice. I'm not here to sit here and down her on whether she believes it or not. My only problem with them people, I don't like it when them trans try to turn out straight heterosexual men, and then when them men fuck up, do whatever because they done got tricked by these motherfuckers and then get exposed by them, and then some of them men fucking retaliate. I wish you heard the conversation. Say right, but don't get on national TV and say it different. What did she say that was different? Only thing she said was boys, let boys be boys. She didn't. I didn't hear her say the whole thing. She got a fan base called the Bars. Yeah, I know. But I didn't hear her in that conversation say anything derogatory of that group. Now, if someone wants to go back and pull up and observe that conversation that she had with Erica Kurt and say and she say something different, then I'll stand corrected. You know, because they do take certain clips and certain things and they put it out of context. But from what I'm understanding, they mad just because of her beliefs and what this new administration is doing and how she appreciates them, and that statement as far as boys being boys. That had nothing. That the conversation didn't come up about her having respect for men wearing dresses, so to speak. It didn't come up. So why talk about it? It wasn't the topic. I'm just saying.
That seems to be my conclusion on this. I mean, as far as I can tell, and it goes back to what I was saying when the race originally started. I was like, people need to understand that that race pretty much came down to people valued certain things more than others. And it was certain things that people value that weren't as important as, what the majority of the people were concerned about or dealing with. You feel me? And we all know where those things were. I'm like, and that's what was being pushed and displayed and put out there as being
let's touch on that matter. She's not homophobic, I can tell you that right now. We can even go back to when before she fucking blew up, when she was kind of like a tomboy back in the day. And I don't know if y'all remember that some girl was trying to expose Nicki when she was earlier on in her career of her dating her back when she was a tomboy. Now, did Nicki Minaj at that time kind of like play that off and was like, didn't really admit to that shit? Yeah. But do I believe that she was probably on that? Of course. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, she's all holier than thou. No bullshit like that. Let's not, get that. But yeah, did she when she was a tomboy? I don't know if y'all remember that some years back. There was some videos that this girl that had on a hoodie, looking all rough, didn't have no makeup on, that kind of looked like Nicki Minaj before she had all her work done, was on some video, up and coming rapper. But then there was another girl that was saying, yeah, me and her used to have relations and shit like that. I'm not saying that she don't, support their movement, but she also understands that there are other things that was more important to talk about than that. And if for those that are in that community that got offended by that, and that's on them. Why are you taking what she was saying that had nothing to do with y'all, take it the wrong way? She didn't mention anything bad about him. She didn't say it was an ill thing. Because like I said, if she would have, they really would have put her boots to the fire and had her burnt at the stake. Because like, bitch, wasn't you in that shit too? You get what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man. Let's pick a struggle. You're mad because of what? She believes in what she believes in. She supports who she supports, and y'all don't support it. So now y'all want to cancel it. Come on, get the fuck out of here, man. But I guess if Kamala would have won, this conversation wouldn't even be. I suppose, right? Y'all think everyone's fucked up now? Yeah, keep letting the Democrats run this country and see where the fuck we really go. But since we're getting on that, and since we're talking about that, we're gonna talk about this. And this is a person that has not been in the news in quite a while, and I haven't talked about it in quite a while. But we're gonna talk about it today. Tiffany Henyard is back in the news exposing her party. She ain't in politics no more. She was just recently on an interview, and she said some things that was very eye-opening. But it's typical because, that's just who Tiffany Henyard is, and that's just what she is now. So, hold on. So shout out to Black Conservative Perspective for putting this out here. Tiffany Henyard that was on a recent interview. So let's hit
I'm
it.
sad. I want to change gears a little bit. There's also been a growing conversation that, back to the Democratic Party we're talking about, that Black Republicans are more professionally and financially successful than Democrats and Black Democrats. What's your thoughts? What's your take on that?
Yeah, I can see that. I think they got more structured, more strategic, and I think they move a little different because they listen.
What do you mean when you say they listen?
We over talk. Nobody can educate you because you think you know everything, and that's the problem that people have.
Spoken from a person that when she was the mayor and the supervisor would do what? when the people wanted to say what was on their mind, either she ignored them or she overtalked them. But now that your punk ass is out of power like that, now you want to speak this? This is going to be interesting. So let's go.
And that's why we missed the message. And I think that's what's wrong with America now. We all want to be heard, but no one's pausing to listen. I think I'll say Trump just gave everybody $2,000.
Well, did the $2,000 pass?
Yeah, I heard he did.
I didn't hear too much about
but
it.
I haven't seen nothing yet to say, hey, look what he just did. But that's what everyone's stating. But
Right.
again, that's what I mean about research. But he got a lot of great ideas, but sometimes people got to just pause on the noise. Y'all distracting us with all this other nonsense that really don't matter to the people. What we care about is what are you doing for the people?
Right.
But you're distracting us with this file, that file, this case. Okay, what we
Release the
gonna do?
Epstein
You know,
files.
come on, all this time. Like, please stop. But that's what they do though. It's a distraction.
It
Until we
is.
wake up and see that it's a distraction to keep us from asking for important things like you just stated.
Right.
Ooh, that money ain't rolling like it used to, because boy, that motherfucking weave is horrible. Not terrible and horrible, horrible. Oh my goodness. I just came up with a new word. Horrible. Flip that.
When we gonna do that?
I love it. Well said.
Yeah.
I like you, Tiffany.
Yeah,
Miss
thank you.
Tiffany.
Thank you.
Let's change.
All right, guys. So before we get into this video, I want to wish each and every last one of you Merry Christmas to you and your family. I hope that you spend a lot of time with your family, eat a lot of good food, have a great Christmas, and just remember that Jesus is the reason for the season. Okay, this is the day that we celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ, and I think it's important that people remember that, right? That, you know, it's not always about the gifts or Santa. It's really about Jesus. Okay, and with that being said, again, I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. So let's go ahead and get into our first video for today, featuring Ghetto Super Mayor Tiffany Henyard, who allegedly is still under FBI investigation. I'm not entirely sure what's happening with that. That investigation started under the Biden administration, and I'm assuming that it is continuing under the Trump administration, but it sounds like Tiffany Henyard is trying to get some type of pardon, right? Or trying to stop the FBI investigation in some way, because she's now coming out and basically trashing Democrats. She's trashing the Democrat Party while praising Trump.
So you certainly landed during a trying time in the world. There's been a lot of conversation lately about members of the Black community leaving the Democratic Party.
Ooh.
Yes, that's been the topic of the day on social media, like in the podcast world. Have you heard anything about that?
Oh yes, they talking, honey.
They are
talking.
They are talking. What's your thoughts about that?
I'm really, really happy that people are entertaining the conversation. I really want people to educate themselves so they understand who does what, how it works.
Whoa. She's happy that Blacks are waking up and thinking, maybe I picked the wrong party. You know, because the Democrats have had a stronghold on the Black community for at least 60 years. At least, if not more. And now people are starting to wake up. People are really starting to see where the Democrats' full agenda really lies. And not even just the Democrats, because there are some, I believe, that are still good at heart. But these liberals, these leftists, these extremists that's on that side of the fence, they are just doing the most. You know, but let's see what this woman has to say. Man, this is interesting, right?
Works and what's the process,
right?
Because everybody's pointing the finger at they did it, left, right, okay, whatever,
right?
But no one's coming with facts. People just talking because they don't like someone. I want people this time around to actually go do your research, then you can speak with facts and not fictional.
Well, one thing that I've heard from a lot of people is that a lot of people are saying that people keep voting for Democrats or keep voting Democrat, but the Democrats aren't doing anything for the Black community.
That's true.
So
I lived it. That's true.
You lived it. You mean
I lived it because I am a Democrat. I ran as a Democrat. And if you go check my voting record, that's what I always pull, a Democrat ballot. And Democrats really need some help. And I'm here to say it proudly that a lot of them don't belong in the seats that they're in. Presidents have to really research them and stop listening because they say they're a Democrat, don't mean they for you. They're normally for themselves. You have to really pay attention and change the narrative that we see right now.
Right.
Because right now, Republicans are doing a good job to me. This is my opinion.
No, of
Everybody
course.
got their
Everyone
own
has
opinion.
their own. Everyone has their own
who,
opinion.
What, when, where. I'm speaking because I lived it by me being a Democrat, and my very own is the ones that was attacking me.
Right.
And they're Democrats.
Right.
So make it make sense. And then once they got the seat, they did nothing for the people. So,
and you mean the seat back home where you're
back
from?
home in Illinois.
Okay.
Yeah, in Illinois. Yes.
So what's your thoughts right now on Donald Trump's and the way his campaign is going for the United States?
Well, I think that, again, people should educate themselves before judging. Because a lot of time people always judge a book by its cover. You got to open it up and read.
Right.
If you read, you will find out other truths that is not being broadcast by the fake news. So
I love that. Everybody, I pulled up some of his key achievements. So we're gonna break this down.
Okay.
While we're diving into all things Donald Trump. And these are a few of his key recent achievements.
Okay.
One, the most big thing is the One Big Beautiful Bill, where he's allegedly delivering one of the largest tax cuts in history. Another thing is reducing the federal workforce. Something else I found was tightening up border and immigration enforcement, where he declared a national emergency at the border. And lastly, he's working on a Golden Dome missile defense system. So some analysts argued that they don't necessarily help the people, while some are skeptical and some are saying that these type of things that he's doing are only going to help the rich get ahead. So my question to you, do you think any of the key achievements I just listed are going to leave a good mark in history for his campaign as for really helping not the rich, but the working class people?
I do. I think Trump means well, and I think he does a great job on giving back to the people. I really do.
All right, now, this is a back-to-back contrast from what we was hearing, what Nicki Minaj was saying about Trump with Eric Kurt, to Tiffany Henyard, as far as what she's saying with this lady right here on this in particular podcast. I wonder, are y'all gonna go after Tiffany Henyard now? Y'all gonna go after her? Y'all really gonna go after her now? Because she just said what she said, not only about the Trump administration, but what she actually sat here and admitted out of her own goddamn mouth about the ills and the dysfunction in the party that she ran up under for the years that she was in politics. I'll wait. I'll just wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait when it comes. Y'all gonna do a witch hunt for her? Y'all gonna find in Atlanta? You know that's where she live at now. She ain't in Illinois no more. You know, y'all gonna go out there to Atlanta and look for her? Hold her accountable. Yeah, we'll see.
In the bill, he had other things that give people tax breaks. I did read over it. And I think that, again, if people educate themselves, they will find what I'm finding instead of listening to somebody that just don't like someone just because of what you heard about, but don't even know if it's true. You know? So
I hate that. I'm a
Me too.
researcher.
Me
I'm
too.
not gonna be the one to not like somebody because of what the media or what anybody is saying.
That's what they do.
Child, that's childish.
That's a hate campaign.
That's definitely
They push-
it. We don't do hate campaigns at Lava Carisha, honey.
Yep.
We go off the heart.
Yes.
So,
that part.
one thing that's
Yeah, so you saying that you heard that. Now, I just want to be the first to say, right? I just want to be the first to say, Tiffany Henyard, remain a Democrat. Stay a Democrat, okay? I don't mean no harm, but I just don't think that you are the right messenger. I don't think we need any more, right? I don't think we need any more of your type on our side, right? Again, I'm not trying to be mean to the woman. I'm just saying. I just think it's best for Tiffany Hilliard. Stay over there. Continue to trash Democrats, okay? But you don't need to switch parties, right? You just need to remain a Democrat and, try to fix your party, right? I just personally believe that that's probably a better place for her, right? I would much rather have
Either that or just be an independent. But good luck with that. Try to get with Cornel West. I don't know. But, don't. If you wind up being hey, happy Kwanzaa to you now. Shout out, what's that? Urban Jungle Production. Shout out to you. If you are new, hit the like button and definitely hit the subscribe if you're not subscribed. Look, don't go on. If you flip the script and wind up jumping Republican, I am moving to Timbuktu. The fuck?
have somebody like her representing Democrats than for her to, come to the other side, so to speak, right? If she's going to stay on that side and trash Democrats, great, right? If she's going to praise Black Republicans, right? If she's going to praise Trump, hey, I really don't have a problem with it. I just don't know if she's the right messenger, right? I just feel weird about this because I'm like, I don't necessarily disagree with a lot of stuff that you're saying. But at the same time, I know the type of person that you are, right? Just based off all of the news stories that I've covered about this woman allegedly wasting tax dollars, stealing tax dollars, really, from her own constituents in order to fund an extravagant lifestyle. We're talking about trips to Vegas and all types of other stuff that she was doing with the funds. I mean, she was essentially running Dalton like a trap house, right? That's what she was doing, right? So, it's one of those things I'm just like, I really don't like this. I really don't like it. Like, this just makes me feel uncomfortable. It makes me feel weird because I'm like, I get why she's mad at Democrats because let's be real. Democrats are the ones that kind of got her out of there, right? I mean, the dude that beat her in the township election for Thornton, yeah, he was a Democrat, right? She's also claiming that election was stolen from her.
People that took when you step down and somebody take over the pantry back in Illinois?
Well, I didn't step down. I lost my seat over in Illinois, and basically it's a different person that stole the election. So all the stuff that I will say this about Trump, that Trump states fake news, election rigging, stealing seats, it is happening. It's happening in Illinois. And I was right there to see it at the caucus in December of 2024, where a person came and stole the election. They didn't even let the people in to vote.
What?
Yes, it was voter suppression. At its worst. The news covered it. They saw it all.
No, they had a certain amount of people that was allowed to get in there, and you and yours came late. Let's just call it for what the fuck it is. You managed to get up in there, but your people couldn't get up in there because they came late. So don't say that lie. Now you're lying. We all was there. We remember.
But guess what? No one did anything. People signed affidavits saying they wanted their vote to count. Did not count. And that person just stole the seat.
Those are very shocking revelations. So
yes.
What can we do about that?
Well, the people got to stand up. They got to take a stance, and they can't go mute. They have to come together as a whole, not just 1, 2, 3, 100, 200. It has to be thousands of people to take a stance against corruption, against election rigging. Mm-hmm. That's why it's a lot of things that Trump say. He's right on point.
Right.
Because I've seen it and I lived it.
I want to go back a little bit about the stealing of the seats back home. So you're saying the person who's in office now back in your city where you came from, you don't think he got that position fair and square?
And I know he did not get that seat fair and square. Okay. I know that for a fact because my name was part of being chosen as the supervisor, and several other people that want to put their name in the hat. A caucus. A caucus is where people go and they have one day where the residents come out and they can vote for who they want to place on the ballot. That's how they used to do it way back yonder.
Right.
And now they brought that same thing back, and they had people in the building that was not registered to vote, did not live in Thornton Township, and basically they was in there voting. And that's what I mean by what Trump's saying is true. That is happening in the Democrat Party.
Oh Lord, is that what drove you to leave the city and come to Atlanta, or was that part of it?
Well, yes, that's part of it. Basically, I came here for opportunity and growth, and basically have a better.
You trying to run from the feds? You trying to get as little as you can from Illinois and around and away from all the motherfuckers getting ready to trick on your ass in federal court, like your ex-police chief and Freeman, you know. And anyone else is getting ready to fucking testify on your ass, or to get them at their asses out of fucking bankruptcy, fraud, and all this other shit. So no, don't say that shit. You was doing good, now you back line. Now come on now, why the fuck you lying? You know what I'm saying? You over here twerking. You over here in this interview twerking.
It's time for the percolator. It's time for the percolator.
She over there twerking in this damn fucking interview right now.
Opportunity for our kids.
Yeah, so again, I get the angle, right? I kind of get why she's saying what she's saying. She's currently under FBI investigation. She knows that the president or the Trump Justice Department has the ability to stop that investigation. Okay, she could potentially be going to prison. I think she should be in prison. And also on top of that, she's salty about the fact that she lost her elections. Okay, she lost the mayor election for Dalton. She lost the Thornton Township election, which, you know, I mean, hey, again, you know, she claims that those elections were stolen from her, particularly the Thornton one, by a Democrat. So I kind of get why she's saying what she's saying. She has a bone to pick with the Democrat Party, right? And I think praising Trump is a way in which she can kind of get back at the Democrats, okay, exposing Democrats, in which, again, you know, hey,
look, she want to like to put the motherfucking Democrats on blast and all this other bullshit. Hey, it is what it is. More and more, we're starting to really see what the Democratic Party's doing. Look at Chicago's mayor. Look at the governor. Look at a lot of these aldermen and shit that's in the city of Chicago, or what the fuck and how they run and shit, and in the state of Illinois. But goddamn it, now you just couldn't just keep that going. You just had to just say some bullshit because you was in your feelings because you got your ass wiped. You got spanked. You didn't even, your vote count didn't even fucking, look, you was out of there. You was out. They were tired of your ass. So, yeah, shut the fuck up with that shit.
I'm not gonna say that she's lying about her allegations that, you know, Democrats like to play with elections, right? I think that there's some truth to that, right? I think that some of the things that she's saying is grounded in truth, even though she's a big liar. Some of the stuff she's saying, I'm like, okay, well, you might have a point there, but regardless, she should not be let off, right? That's the whole point of this video. If the Trump DOJ is, you know, still investigating this woman, which I'm sure they are. I mean, you know, I don't know what has come of that, but I'm assuming something's going to happen soon. Who knows? But yeah, do not let this woman off, right? Please do not let this woman off, okay? She has to be held accountable, okay? Because to me, it seems like she's saying this stuff because she's trying to get revenge on Democrats, and she's also trying to get off, right? She's currently under investigation, and she needs a pardon, right? She needs the investigation to end. She also, again, doesn't like the fact that Democrats turned on her. I mean, you guys remember Lori Lightfoot coming in to do the independent audit/investigation? Yeah, I mean, a lot of what happened to her was because of Democrats. So I get the angle. I understand why she's saying the things that she's saying. I just don't think that this should be enough to get her off. I think that she's saying it because she doesn't want to go to jail, right? And this is desperation. This is her trying to essentially say, hey, you know, Trump good, Democrats bad, right? Please let me off. And I hope it doesn't work, right? She should not be let off. She needs to be held accountable, okay, for what happened to her constituents, okay? It's one thing to sit here and talk about what the Democrats are doing or what they're not doing for black folks, right? But at the same time, she screwed over a lot of black people, at least according to the black people in that township, right? In that city, in that town, she screwed over a lot of black people. She wasted a lot of their tax dollars. And I think that she should be held accountable for it. So, the Millage Got Steak. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective.
All right, well, shout out to him for that. Like I say, that was the first time we done heard from Kendra. Tiffany. I'm talking about Kendra. So Kendra G must be talking about me and watching my shit. Anyway, shout out to him for putting that out there about 10 yard, which is crazy. Chicago mayor's in trouble, man. It's some shit that is jumping off with the feds and some of the violence that's been going on in Chicago. And motherfuckers getting tired of it.
Johnson is facing a big.
So who talking about this right now? So Paralegal Institute of Washington, D.C., another content creator, he put this out here about what's going on where the Fed stepped in on violent Chicago gangs destroyed by major federal, agent shit like that. So let's see what this is about.
A big decision today as well.
City Council passed a new budget plan over the weekend, and he has to decide whether to sign it or veto it.
Political reporter Paris Schutz has the latest. Paris.
Yeah, Donnie Terrence Amir is holding all the cards close to his vest today. He's not expected to meet with the media until tomorrow morning when we may know his decision.
6 alleged members of a notorious Chicago street gang were indicted today.
As Andrea Medina reports, federal prosecutors say they're responsible for more than a dozen murders.
And we're back, y'all. Thank you for watching today. Go ahead and hit that like button, my people. You know that it helps us out a ton. And of course, it helps you because it helps us keep bringing you these stories every day. Now, y'all, as you know, over the weekend, your boy, the illustrious sub 10% approval rating mayor of Chicago, Brandon Johnson, suffered a humiliating defeat when for the first time in, I think, 40 years, the city council passed a budget without his approval. And now that budget is on his desk and he has to decide if he is going to sign it or not. Now, y'all, you may have wondered why this fight got so contentious and why, if there's a balanced budget on his desk and only a few days before the end of the year, and they need to sign the budget this year in order to fund their government or face a government shutdown in Chicago, why doesn't he just sign it? Well, it turns out that the alternative budget that was passed by city council is favored by a top opposition figure of Brandon Johnson. It should come as no surprise that this is a billionaire. His name is Michael Sachs, and he actually supports another faction of the Democratic Party headed by Rahm Emanuel, the former mayor of Chicago. Now, Brandon Johnson has thrown shots at Rahm Emanuel this year, and he's also said that that side of the Democratic Party has been running ads against him, trying to take his position, y'all. So today we're going to take a look at the fact that he has to decide whether or not effectively to sign the legislation supported by his political rival, and when he himself was powerless to get his own legislation passed. And also we'll take a look at how a violent Chicago gang that's suspected of 13 murders at least and numerous violent incidences has been taken down by the feds, y'all. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into it. But before we do, y'all, we are running a holiday sale. I think I forgot to say that on previous videos, y'all. This holiday sale on our paralegal certificate program, y'all, we are a real paralegal certificate program. We've helped hundreds, if not thousands of people get working in the paralegal field nationwide, y'all. This paralegal certificate is good across the country, and it comes with a guaranteed internship placement. Right now, just $5.99 through Christmas. That's a savings of $1,400 off the regular price, which is $19.99. Click the first link in the description for more information. Now let's get into the story.
Brandon Johnson is facing a big decision today as well.
City Council passed a new budget plan over the weekend, and he has to decide whether to sign it or veto it.
Political reporter Paris Schutz has the latest. Paris.
Yeah, Donnie Terrence Amir is holding all the cards close to his vest today. He's not expected to meet with the media until tomorrow morning when we may know his decision. Now, on Saturday, City Council approved the remaining budget items with a 30-19 vote, actually gaining one vote from the day prior, and that means they're 4 votes away from a veto-proof majority.
We have to create a synergy in this city to bring businesses back into this city. Businesses are the ones that make this city grow. We have to grow jobs and opportunity. We can't keep hitting businesses over the head saying, don't come to Chicago.
Now, the big difference, as we've talked about many times, between the Alder's plan and the mayor's plan, no corporate head tax. And that's despite the mayor's attempts to put it.
And for those that don't understand what the corporate head tax is meaning, is that Brandon Johnson was trying to pass a law in the city of Chicago towards all businesses a head tax of the number of employees that they had. Meaning, okay, you might have a company that might be like 50 employees deep. You're going to want to tax each one of those employees just for working at your establishment and on and on and on. So in other words, whatever the number of the tax was going to be, that company had to pay you for being in his city and having X amount of people working at your establishment. That's kind of like what the mob used to do back in the day when little mom and pop shops had businesses in certain neighborhoods they were controlling, and you're getting like a weekly tax from them just for keeping their business intact and protecting them and making sure that their business stays afloat. And if they didn't pay these taxes to these in particular people, they would either run you out, burn you out, or end you. And these companies was like, fuck no. And a lot of these lawmen, these politicians, surprisingly, wasn't agreeing to it. His own constituents. Like, come on now, we've been stealing enough money a long time, but goddamn, you just being blatant with the shit now. You know, like the fuck, man. Why don't we just say, man, we just fucking extorting their ass? Because that's all that is legalized extortion. So that didn't go through.
Put it back in at the 11th hour. The plan does include a cloud computing tax, higher plastic bag fee, debt collection reforms, and video gaming in bars and restaurants. Now, behind the scenes, lots of politics at play. The Chicago Teachers Union has spent campaign money supporting the mayor, but business groups have lobbied hard for the alternative budget, which has led some mayoral allies to call out one of the top donors to that group, former Rahm Emanuel advisor Michael Sachs.
So the illustrious sub 10% approval rating mayor and his allies are licking their wounds because as he came out and made the case against the billionaires at least won the first round by not only defeating, but he didn't even get his budget proposal to a vote, and the billionaire-backed proposal won the day. And now they're out here complaining, y'all.
It was really shameful to see what transpired on Saturday when a group of older persons taking cues by billionaire Michael Sachs. And I just want to be clear in detail on this billionaire agenda, especially those billionaires who governed during Rahm Emanuel years. 300,000 Black residents have been displaced from the city of Chicago during this neoliberal nightmare.
And Sachs is a major funder of a PAC called Common Ground, which has been responsible for ads you might have seen all weekend that have implored the mayor to sign this budget. They might meet after Christmas to consider this if the mayor does veto it, but we expect to learn more tomorrow. Terrence.
All right, Paris, thank you.
But we'll have to see because even though he's illustrious and sub 10% approval rating, he is still the mayor, and Brandon Johnson still has that decision to veto this budget that the city council passed without his support. And if he were to do that, presumably they'd have to go back to the drawing board and try to get another budget passed within the next under 10 days before the end of the year, or risk a shutdown. So that's not looking good. But what is looking good, y'all, is the takedown of a violent gang in Chicago that has been blamed for at least 13 murders, y'all, even in broad daylight. It looks like the feds did this. So let's get some more details on that.
6 alleged members of a notorious Chicago street gang were indicted today.
As Andrea Medina reports, federal prosecutors say they're responsible for more than a dozen murders.
Today, the U.S. Attorney's Office in the Northern District of Illinois announced a federal grand jury handed down indictments against 6 alleged members of a Chicago street gang, charging them all with racketeering conspiracy. Federal prosecutors allege the group is responsible for at least 13 homicides and a wave of violent crimes carried out across Chicago, all in an effort to maintain control and protect their Southside turf. Those facing charges include 28-year-old Dante Harper, 31-year-old Tyrone Foy, 25-year-old Tywan Tapler, 22-year-old Robert Lee Thomas, 28-year-old Davion Harris, and 26-year-old Davian McClure. Harper, McClure, and Foy are also charged with murder and aid of racketeering.
As I said, y'all, this gang was out here shooting people, even on the bus, y'all. I mean, just wild stuff. Broad daylight, sending people running, the type of thing that you see on the movies. This is what they were doing in real life.
The indictment outlines several violent incidents allegedly carried out by the gang, incidents that were covered on WGN. The indictment alleges that on or about June 17, 2019, Thomas opened fire on a CTA bus, shooting at an intended target and other passengers, leaving that person and others wounded. The indictment goes on to say defendant Tapler was with Thomas at the time of the shooting. The indictment further states that on July 21st, 2020, Harper and several co-conspirators allegedly opened gunfire at the funeral of Donald Weathersby, resulting in multiple people being injured. The indictment goes on to allege that gang leaders believe Weathersby was a member of a rival gang and targeted him in retaliation. Federal authorities claim that the members also used social media to promote their criminal activities, taunting rivals and boasting about murders and other violent acts. The street gang has been under federal investigation for years. Half the defendants have already appeared for their arraignment, while the remaining ones are still waiting. Reporting outside the Dirksen Federal Building, Andrea Medina, WGN News.
So luckily we have the feds who've taken down this gang. Kudos to them for that. And in the meantime, we're waiting on your boy, the illustrious sub 10% approval rating mayor. Tomorrow we should know what he's going to do, y'all. I predict he's just going to sign it. Admit defeat. He's powerless at this point. His power has been usurped. His approval rating is sub 10%. It's over.
I haven't gotten any word on it yet. I haven't researched it. This is an older video. I believe it's from like late last week. But I'm just putting it out here now because it's kind of going alongside with all this other shit that we're talking about. But yeah, he's in a pickle. The city's in shams. The crime is down, y'all. Crime is down. That's what he said, and that's what a lot of these other Democratic ran cities across the country are saying, that, crime is down. If this is down, I hate to see what it'll look like if it was high. So prayers to the residents and the taxpayers and the everyday folk that live out there in the city that actually just want to just live a life and just, be, not having to duck every 5 minutes because, you got these little YNs out here, these little bastards that ain't got no home training properly. They ain't got no male role model or father, in their life to give them some kind of fucking structure, guidance, and direction. So yeah, so it is what it is with that, right? What y'all think about that? Y'all think he's gonna sign that bill and give the people what they really want, or you think he's gonna bullshit around where it might come into a point where it'll be a city government shutdown? And if it becomes a city government shutdown, a lot of people are going to be pissed off behind that. That's going to be, money's going to be lost. People ain't going to be working. And it's just going to be more of a shit show than what it is right now in the city of Chicago. Thank God I don't live in the city no more. I will say that. I'm still in Illinois, but I ain't in Chicago. Don't ever plan on going back. Hell, I don't even want to like go out there to visit. I'd rather just be where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? He said it's gonna be a ride. Hell yeah, it's gonna be a ride. You know, but Democrats don't care. As long as they take care of their who they want to take care of, and pockets get lined with who wants to get lined up, they don't give a shit. You know, so we got to be real mindful who we vote for and do research on them, and just not vote for them just because they're Democrat. Don't just vote for them just because they're black. There are plenty of black politicians that don't give two shits about the community. All they give a fuck is their bottom line. But I hope everyone enjoyed themselves tonight. This is the last live stream of a Friday of 2025. I got another one that's coming up this coming Tuesday. That will be the actual last live stream of the year. I have been appreciative of everyone that has came on, supported my movement, supported the channel, given their opinions, given their support, even if it's just a like, even if it's just a subscription. I'm a few subscribers away from 200, which is a slow process. I said before the end of the year, I wanted to get to 500, but hey, if it happens, great. If not, I'm still satisfied. This is a slow burn, and it's a slow process of what I'm doing. But I do appreciate all the love and support that I have gotten thus far. I'm getting ready to wrap this up because, like I said, I wasn't going to try to be on this too long. And for the most part, I'm under 3 hours. So that's a good thing. I'm trying to do these shows and not just go on and on and on. Because I know some streamers, you know, they like to do these 4, 5, 6 hour live streams. I'm not about to try to do all that. You know, I feel if I can get you within under 3 hours on a show, I feel I did something. You know, so yeah, we're gonna wrap this up. I appreciate everyone that's tuned in tonight. If you have made it this far, you are definitely solid in the Black Bottom Roscast community. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Come check it out. Hit the like button and subscribe if you are new. Like my man Simple the P always used to say, God rest his soul, I want you to live as long as you want. And no, won't. As long as you live, you will hear the Black Bottom Roscast. I'm your host, Ross Lee, and we are gone.